Shall we start another session?
Yes, why not?
Okay. You want to do clear ourselves?
Yeah.
See what comes through.
All
Alright. Relax. Breathe in. And let it go. Bring your complete awareness to your now. Trust in the now. Trust in the love that flows around you. Feel the love that's flowing around you. Connect with it. Dance with it. And let's see what comes forward. Thank you.
Well, something just shifted in me.
All right.
I was really holding on to an experience that happened,
Mm-hmm.
and that thought, I didn't even, my brain was looking for something wrong to be
Mhm.
in the now. So I was making a situation something that it was nowhere needed to be, but I was
Mhm.
driving my tormenting.
So before we came on camera, you had
Oh,
before we came on camera, you had an issue that you were asking me about.
yeah.
And I could tell you were thinking too much about it. And I said the answer isn't going to be that hard. You need to stop thinking too much. As soon as you know you're thinking too much, you're going to miss the answer. Because it's not that serious. There's nothing serious happening here on this planet. Nothing serious. We're here for love. We're here for joy. So as soon as you start thinking too much, you've missed the point. And the answer does come.
Yeah, and you said when your thoughts are heavy,
Oh yeah, they're not yours.
they're not yours.
Mm-mm. Because you're carrying other people's thoughts. You're carrying other people's beliefs.
The heaviness.
Yeah. Your thoughts are light because they resonate with you. So the heavy thoughts aren't yours. Let them go. So you were thinking something that you realized wasn't yours?
Yeah, and I was feeling so heavy and it all makes sense now. But I was looking for something to be wrong. Like I was really nervous. Like I was really like, I don't know what's going to happen next, And I was holding on to that belief of not being in control, I suppose. Of how the outcome was gonna be, and the losing of a relationship. Oh my god. And it was so heavy. I was really freaking myself out,
Okay. But
and
you don't
for
have
no
to.
need.
Yeah.
For no need.
You don't have to.
And I think I was expecting the situation to be drama. I was expecting it to be bitchy or going back and forth. And the fact that it wasn't, my mind was trying to convince me that it needed to be. So I was holding on to that belief of trying to make it worse than it actually was.
And so that was the feeling you had. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the human mind perceiving. Now it understands. So you've used your human mind to perceive, but the answer didn't come from the human mind. The answer came from the higher self.
When I let go of the
Yes.
humanness.
Yes. It's time to work with that. This human mind can only receive or perceive. It can only see what's done and understand it. But any answers needs to come from external.
But it's so I had an expectation of how it was going to go, and the fact that it didn't go like that, my brain was still trying to convince me
That is
that it
supposed
was
to.
going to,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you know what? Also, there's a very dear friend of mine, and he just doesn't take life serious. He brings light to everybody's life. He just makes you laugh when you just don't see a place to laugh. And I need reminding of that an awful lot.
You're appreciating it more.
Absolutely, because I tend to take life so serious. Like my story that I've held on to is I felt the need to do that for my child, and that's where it came from. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But life doesn't need to be serious. Like God, source, universe, we're here to have fun. We're here to be joyous.
We're here to be our unique self, and that comes through following our joy. So you're here for the joy of it because that's your unique self. Explore that. Explore how that looks.
Yeah. And like your inner child, I believe that she tells you when to explore certain areas, or like the other day, actually it was the hill of Tara, and I felt the need to roll down this hill, and I reflected back at me, you and Faye on that as well.
Yeah, that was fun.
So I really was bringing out like, and it was just so like hilarious and like so like fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? And I felt so like light afterwards, you know? And
yeah,
that's interesting. I wonder, is the vortex of the hill of Tara just allowing me to
do that.
go back in contact with that joyous space?
And amplified the energy for you. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
But yeah, thoughts. And I think there's a lot of I once was people hands up there. That I thought when you started to meditate that you get rid of your thoughts and you completely clear your mind, and but it's just taking yourself in the observer seat and allowing the thoughts to just be a cloud floating on by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
not giving into them, not feeding them with more.
I'm thanking the brain for thinking, because that's what it does.
It's supposed to. Yeah. But there is a space where in your meditation as you go, you'll find a space where you will come out of your body and you won't want to think anymore. The thoughts do clear and you'll be out of your body and the body is asleep, but the mind is completely awake. And so you'll find that space too. So yeah, it's like, it's unveiling the layers. So yeah, it's observing. And I use an anchor for meditation. So you focus on something is your anchor. And I used to focus on a mantra that I was given. I don't focus on the mantra anymore. I focus on sound now. So you focus on I find it like an anchor. It's like something to give your mind to hold on to instead of all of the thoughts. You give it something and you just keep that one pointed focus, and then there will be a point where you won't even want that and you will let it all go and you will be in a space of absolute silence. That does exist.
Blissful.
It is completely. It feels blissful. Yeah. Like I always likened it to recharging my batteries. I feel like I just plugged in and got all the energy I need.
Yeah. When I was volunteering at a yoga retreat, wonderful, very dear sister showed me the candle meditation. And
that's your point of
that
focus.
was powerful.
Yeah.
It was igniting that spark within you.
Yeah.
Like plug it in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's another way of meditating.
Just allowing the light to be your main attraction.
Your focus.
Focus.
Yeah. Just a focus. Or you can use your breath. Your breath can be your focus. I found that when I used my breath, I was hyperventilating because I was focusing on my breathing. Because breath isn't something we're used to focusing on. So, but it is good because that's your connection to source, breath. But when I use it as a meditation focus, I find that I'm focused too much on my breathing and it's not as comfortable. So that's why for myself, like there's just so many different types of meditation, and you got to find something that works and fits for you, because we're not all the same. We're all different. We're all unique.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I just love when you go through like so many different versions and phases of yourself. Like you think like at that moment, at that time, that was something that you wanted to learn or experience, and now it's like, didn't need that at all. Well, I needed it at that time, but now it's like, no,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
That's a different version of you. So it's interesting because they say that version of you is still there. You're just not that version of you anymore. So you've skipped into a parallel reality where it's not you anymore. So you no longer have the tie to it. You don't even have the desire for it because it's not you. We're slipping parallel realities all the time. We're not actually the same person. We and you, even sitting here, are slipping through parallel realities based on what we're talking about.
Oh, I felt it with the thoughts.
Exactly. So that's not you anymore. Even in this episode, the person you were when we started isn't the person you are right now.
Prevention happened, baby.
That's what I mean. Like we're babies in terms of understanding the wholeness of all of us, the all of our potential. Like we're masters pretending to be babies because we have so much knowledge available to us. And one of the things, like for me, one of the things I'm personally working on is, I know some people are going to roll their eyes, but teleportation, moving from one space to another without moving from one space to another. So that's what I'm currently working on, where you can take yourself from here to there. And what they say,
Your body.
Yeah, your physical body.
Yeah.
We're doing it already, but we have slowed down so that it looks like it's a continuum, but it's not. It's a different you in a new location. So your location and you are one. And then you in this location is another being altogether, because your energies are different in a different location. So the frequency of me sitting here in this chair is different than me sitting at home in my chair. It's not the same me.
Because of different intentions.
Because of different vibration. So to feel my vibration in this space and to really know that vibration, and then to feel my vibration at home and to really know that vibration, I can theoretically jump from location to location because I don't exist. I exist in a space. Sorry. I exist in a space. And it's like they said, this cup in my hand exists. And then when I put it here is a different cup. And it actually jumped from here to here. We just translate it as I moved it. So we're already doing these things. We just aren't realizing we're doing it. Because that cup there isn't the same cup I was just holding.
We've slowed it down for our brains to understand.
We've connected it, or our brains have connected it to make it look like it's movement when it's just popping.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. And when you're in the space of love and joy, I've said this in a previous podcast, when you're in that space of love and joy, you get downloads of information that you wouldn't get if you weren't in that space. So you're always creating new versions of yourself when you understand something differently.
And open yourself up to that.
And open yourself up to that, yeah. And it is about knowing your beliefs and letting them go. The beliefs are just it's your buffer that's stopping you from fully enjoying life, fully embracing life, fully knowing life. You really need to just let go of beliefs, unless the belief allows you to embrace life more fully.
Yeah, because everything's a belief.
Yes. Oh,
So,
everything is a belief.
Yeah.
In fact, beliefs have the purpose of keeping us anchored in this reality. That's why we have them. They're part of the illusion. We have been programmed to have these beliefs to keep us where we're at.
I like that.
That's good.
No, like it makes sense.
It does. Yeah.
Oh my days. It's like one of the things we signed on our contract.
Yes.
Together.
Yeah, it's part of being a human, is to have beliefs so that we can rediscover who we are. It's all about discovering who you are. This is why we're doing this.
And removing limitations.
Removing the limitations, feeling the joy and passion that we naturally have, because that's who you are. Your joy is going to guide you to your fullness, to who you are.
I love that. Remember I said I had the vision of the child. I don't know if I actually said it on the podcast.
Refresh my memory.
I just had this vision of a blonde kid, blonde boy, and then we got into the discussion of a hybrid children.
No, let's do this discussion.
Did we not do it?
I don't think so.
Maybe see this. I can't tell the difference between my dreams and reality anymore.
Because this is a conversation I've been wanting to have with you. So this is funny that you
Super.
what tell me.
So I had this vision of this like younger boy, like a child. And I don't know why. I just I've never seen him before, but he's like bleach blonde. Never. I don't even know who he is. Like,
you've had it multiple times.
Multiple times of this.
And what happens in the dream?
I'm just playing with the kid. Playing with the kid. So the other day, anyway, the story I brought this up. I was actually yesterday. I was in Aldi, and there was this kid's book, and in my head, I'm going, he'd like that book.
You're slipping between your dimensional realities. You're slipping between you.
So I bought the kid's book.
You did?
Yeah, I bought the kid's book.
That's awesome.
I know, it's fantastic. Why the fuck?
So tell me more.
That's all I know right now. But I genuinely thought that we had a conversation about this, and then it led us to hybrid children.
I'm trying to recall, because I know I've been wanting to have a conversation about hybrid children with you. What did we talk about?
Firstly, what is a hybrid child?
So, from my understanding of a hybrid child, is DNA from humans, from us, humanoids from Earth, have been taken, and there have been hybrid children made from human DNA, semen and sperm.
And do you think that it was like from the aliens that have come and taken sperm and eggs?
But we have agreed to have that happen. And those that feel the fear forgot that they agreed.
Yeah. And Do you believe that the purpose of these hybrid children is
They're
to
creating a new race.
in a race? Yeah.
They're creating a new race of being.
And like I truly believe that there's so many people I know pregnant at the moment.
Mhm.
And I just see it as little light workers coming into the world. Like I am so excited. Like I'm even so excited to be a mother myself, knowing that there's little light workers going to be coming into the world.
But you're a light worker.
Yeah. But like I suppose the child will have limitations
Yes.
of beliefs.
And that's why they're in their body. Yes, as long as you're on the earthly plane, you're gonna have feeling like you have a limitation and you will have beliefs. Even the enlightened ones know that.
Yeah.
They're still gonna butt up against limitations and beliefs.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think we have this vision of like this enlightened monks and all spiritual beings that they're just complete bliss 24/7, 7 days a week. But it's no, they're still human beings at the end of the
They're
day.
gonna have times when they're not completely
Mhm.
bliss, but for the most part, I do think that they probably are.
Yeah.
But see, I think that we don't even understand the
Mm.
capacity of bliss. Like in our limited understanding, we can only know what bliss feels like from our point of view. But when you're already in bliss and you're living in a society that is limited, and you know that you've come out of the limitation, there's got to be another level. Yeah. Of just the juiciness.
Little seasons of like yeah. Oh
Yeah. There's so much more.
yeah. And it is exciting, you know.
It is.
Like
I'm excited for you because I know Ryan has given you an opportunity. Like I have the opportunity with Connor.
yeah. And I am like I'm excited to work with him.
Yeah. Don't look at it as work. Look at it as understanding yourself more fully.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's doing. He's helping you understand yourself more fully. More. Push the boundary of what you think you are.
Yeah.
Push it.
Yeah.
Push it. Push. Keep pushing those boundaries.
Ah.
He's asking you to step it up and push what you think you are.
And
There's
it is-
no work.
Yeah. And I'm the only one thinking of that I'm something. I am something, but I mean thinking the beliefs of who I am, you know.
Yeah, you're the only one putting limitations on yourself.
Yeah.
And we're here to let those limitations go, expand ourselves, push the boundary.
Yeah. I can do that.
Well, of course you can.
Let's go.
That's why you've been chosen.
Strap in, we're going for a ride.
He wants you to see his so-called death as an exciting opportunity, not an end.
Yeah. It's just breaking down that belief that I have.
Yes. Expand the walls. As soon as you expand the walls, you expand them for everybody around you.
Yeah.
But don't do it for that.
Yeah.
Do it because it's joyful. It's exciting. It's what you've been asked to do. And it's what if maybe you have passion for.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah. No, I seen the other day actually.
What?
I'll tell you.
What did you see the other day, Amy?
When people celebrate their birthdays,
Yes.
they are celebrating another year of
Gone.
aging.
Yeah.
So
Another year gone.
yeah, like instead of seeing it as another year of,
Wise.
yeah, or growth or whatever.
Another year of growth.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like so this guy was going on to, I can't remember his name, was going on to tell me that he doesn't celebrate birthdays anymore.
Mm-hmm.
because he believes that we're celebrating getting another year older,
Yeah,
and older leads you to,
yes, but yeah, I agree with him.
and it's interesting, like super interesting. And then it makes sense because why were birthdays a thing? I get it, celebrate, you get a birthday.
You know what I think we created birthdays?
Oh.
Because back, well, there is no back, but in the olden days, you know, way back, children died. And so every year they lived was a celebration because it was, well, from what I know of history, hard to get through childhood for some reason. I don't know. I think I'm gonna change that story,
Yeah,
but that's why I think we celebrate birthdays.
yeah.
So it's like, yay, you made it another year. Good job.
Really, that's bad.
Yeah. That's what I feel.
Yeah. But why do you reckon kids didn't last long
Well, they had, I don't know.
because their parents and their parents, they all just have kids when they were teenagers?
I think that there was more, the hygiene wasn't as good back then, and so children were more, from what I know of history, children were more fragile, like they're more vulnerable to catch things. And so they didn't live past childhood, a lot of children. So it's a celebration of they made it a year,
Yeah. Wow, that's mad.
but we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I realize that this episode is very hodgepodge,
What's hodgepodge mean?
full of different.
Different things that
Yeah.
I'm about to just start talking about. I love crows. Crows are just my new thing. Like,
I love crows too.
yeah, well,
Aren't they the most beautiful bird?
so majestic.
Like it's like we got ADHD or something. Like one subject and we're on to the next subject. And we're on
You're lucky you're even getting an episode up.
Okay, well, let's
Like I'm
just.
sinking further. Hello. I'm back.
I just feel like this was such a like conglomerate.
Fun. It
Full
was
of
fun.
different, completely different topics that don't even go together. And probably we didn't even finish the whole conversation of them.
Oh,
I don't know. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was all our whole attention is just whatever
Just
comes
it's
through.
true. It's true. And that's how it is. So
Yeah, absolutely.
that's what you get.
Yeah. Intention, always set intention. But I find like once you start setting intentions, everything is so much
Yeah,
more
I don't-
purposeful.
Yeah,
Not-
but
Not purposeful is the wrong word, but
intentions isn't how.
like I'm gonna make this cup of tea with love today. You know, like
Oh,
instead
you're
of just
putting an
pouring
intention. There's just so many birds out here today. This little guy just come up to the window. Okay, back to your turn.
back to your side. Yes, intention.
So putting intention into the day, meaning that like I put intention into my day every day. So I sit in an appreciation for the day and I give thanks for all the laughter, the love shared. That's me putting intention in my day.
Mine's just a surrender.
Okay.
Surrender.
Surrender.
Let go. Fuck it in the fucking bucket. Was that an episode? Please tell me that was an episode.
That was in the episode, yeah. Okay, I think we can
Short and sweet.
short
baby.
and sweet today.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy,
Thank you.
for showing up.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love you guys.